Attack on Titan has been one of the most influential animes of recent years, so its upcoming conclusion is obviously a very big deal. Despite the fact that the final season has been stretched into 3 parts over almost 3 years, fans are still on the edge of their seats. Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 3, the final chapter of the anime, is coming soon. So here's what we know so far, from potential release date and trailer to cast, plot, and what to expect in this final season. So now let's see what all we know about Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 3. Well, is there a release date? The manga's ending by Hajime Isayama has already been an impactful event, so obviously there's a lot of anticipation for the anime's final installment, along with many questions. Anime seasons have a habit of not dropping their exact release dates until right before it premieres, so all we have is the year it's dropping. We can only hope that it will be early 2023, but since the anime studio, MAPPA Studio, is currently rather busy with Chainsaw Man, we could be waiting a bit longer. However, a recent post on Twitter states that the part will be further divided into multiple cores, with the first core premiering on March 4, 2023. So, we'll take the next question. Who is starring in the next season? While Attack on Titan characters like to drop like flies, we do have confirmed roles in the final season, at least for the Japanese dub. For the main cast, Yuki Kaji, Yui Ishikawa, and Marina Inu will be reprising their roles as Eren Yeager, Mikasa Ackerman, and Armin Arlert, respectively. And for the major supporting cast, Hiroshi Kamiya will voice Levi Ackerman, Kishu Tenayama will play John Kirstein, and Yoshimasa Fusoyo will return as Reiner Braun. With Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 3 set to be released in 2023, fans of the series have a lot to look forward to, given how things ended in the second part of the final season. But before we get into the plot and revelations to expect in Part 3, let's see a quick recap of Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 2. The first part of the final season was about the attack on Marley and the rise of the Jaegerist faction, with Eren starting to distance himself from his friends. Part 2, then, was all about Eren's full descent into the ultimate villain and the rise of the Resistance, with the start of the rumbling threatening to flatten the earth and forcing old comrades to betray one another as they weigh the well-being of those they know against saving the lives of those they don't. At the center of this, of course, is Eren Yeager himself. It has been Attack on Titan's biggest accomplishment to see Eren get one of the best heel turns not just in anime, but in all of fiction since Walter White. After last season presented a cold, closed-off Eren, this season finally revealed his plan to annihilate every last human outside of Paradise Island. What makes his arc so satisfying is how clear the show is about it not being a sudden 180. Eren is no Daenerys. Instead, the murderous rage inside him has always been there. Eren has always been headstrong and brash, idealistic to the extreme. Much of the season was devoted to reconciling Eren's actions with the kid we knew and trying to understand what led him to activate the rumbling, with revelations that recontextualized everything we thought we knew about the show. Rather than follow him through this full ordeal, we spend half of the season without even seeing Eren. But he still casts such a large shadow that we consistently feel his presence even when he is literally hundreds of feet in the air as a terrifying whale titan. Indeed, this season we spend more time not just with Mikasa and Armin, but with Jin and Connie too, as the characters struggle to come to terms with the people they thought they'd be, and the people they became throughout the course of the show. For Jin, this means realizing that he is no longer the kid who desperately wanted to get a cozy office job in the interior, safe from danger, but is instead someone who continuously chooses to do what's right, and the true successor to Erwin Smith as the leader of the group. As if deepening the original characters wasn't enough, this season also gives us one of the most despicable, hateful, punchable Dutcherbag villains in all of anime, Floch, and a character destined to be misunderstood and debated for years to come, Gabi. After being introduced as a clear parallel to Eren, then an irredeemable monster who killed a beloved character, it quickly became clear that Gabi was one of the most important players in Attack on Titan. Gaby is the vessel through which the show conveys its ultimate message about the cost of war and how children are the ones who suffer the most in continuing cycles of violence. This show is ultimately about the way adults hang on to and obsess over old conflicts and continue to spread hatred, passing it on to children. This is what makes the tragedy of Eren Yeager. Whether you agree with his decision to kill 99% of the world population or not is irrelevant, because the season makes it clear that his plan will simply not work. As Kiyomi Azumabito explains to Floch at one point, it doesn't matter how much destruction the Titans bring. There will be some people who survive, and they will definitely not forget Eren killing the world, continuing the cycle of hatred and violence. That's what makes Eren's story unique and special. That at the core of it, he is just a hot-headed kid thrown into an unwinnable situation and given absolute power, yet no hope for a peaceful solution. Attack on Titan has always been a dark show with horror imagery, but this season is the bleakest it's ever been. From sailors literally getting the skin peeled off their bodies from the steam of the colossal titans, to Mikasa slaughtering Jaegerists and bathing in their blood, to children eating the corpse of their mother, this season brought the horror of the rumbling to nightmare-inducing life that you won't be able to forget about anytime soon. Now let's see the 5 major revelations to expect in Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 3. Marleyans and Eldians work together. As evident from the Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 3 announcement visual itself, the Marleyan and Eldian soldiers are set to collaborate to stop Eren from annihilating humanity. While they had previously been at odds, they have now joined forces to save humanity. Thus, fans could possibly expect members from both sides to head on missions together. Eren's relationships could be explored. Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 3 may delve deeper into Eren's relationships with his friends, which he had ruined in the previous installment. In Part 2, fans witnessed Eren taking down both Armin and Mikasa, physically and mentally. Given the depth of their friendship, there has to be some aftermath for the same. Jean and Mikasa's peaceful future. Jean's feelings for Mikasa are no secret to viewers of Attack on Titan. Indeed, the anime depicted Jean hoping for a quiet married life with Mikasa. According to the dream, the two are in a peaceful environment, where they even have a baby together, far away from any form of violence. Possibly, Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 3 could reveal if Jean and Mikasa end up together. Levi's condition could be elaborated on or turned around. As seen in the previous part, Levi is severely injured and cannot partake in battle right now. Thus, given that he was humanity's strongest soldier, the members of the Marley-Eldia collaboration could try to work out a way to heal him again in Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 3. 5. Eren's fate could be disclosed. Eren's actions have been catastrophic, to say the least. With him planning to annihilate every non-Eldian on the planet to keep his kind safe, he has undoubtedly come up with the worst idea he could have come up with. However, because he has the means, he has begun the mission via his rumbling. As a result, it's up to humanity's soldiers to stop him. Episode 3 of Season 4 of Attack on Titan will likely focus on Eren's future and reveal whether or not he's able to carry out his plan. Overall, expect Eren to end up in a final showdown with Mikasa over the fate of the planet. The question of whether she can tempt him to give up his warpath might make all the difference in the world. Fans can expect many twists in these final few episodes, and saying that the final will be incredibly emotional is putting things very lightly. So anime fans, that's everything we know about the most anticipated anime for 2023. Want to know the best anime upcoming in 2023? Then click on the video on your screen right now. Subscribe to our channel to stay updated on all the exciting anime updates. Thank you so much for watching and have an anime